Ernie, the first question I have is, what do you remember about draft day back in 2006?
Wow. Excitement. My whole house was full of my family members. I was kind of surprised I was going to be drafted that high. You know, I put in my papers for the NFL draft, and they told me late round, third round. So I didn't expect to be drafted that high. I kind of figured that Detroit was interested in me, but I didn't know it was really going to happen. I was just praying and really hoping that I got drafted. Period. And but I was definitely blessed to be drafted that high.
When you got the call and it was Detroit, what thoughts went through your mind?
Like I said, excitement. I really didn't know nothing about any teams in the NFL. I mean, the closest team that I knew was Tampa Bay, because they're in the state of Florida. But I didn't know the history about Detroit Lions. The only thing I knew was really Barry Sanders. He played there, and for the most part, I was just really excited to be drafted and just to be a part of the NFL.
Talk about going from high school to college. You were used to winning. That was something that you were accustomed to all the time. Was losing something that was difficult to get adjusted to in the NFL?
Yeah. It was definitely something that I didn't want to get used to growing up in Florida. Like I said, in high school, winning 4 state championships, and in college, we used to go to a bowl game every year. So I was definitely accustomed to winning. And going to Detroit, it was real difficult for me going through those 4 years. But thank God I got through it.
You played against the Eagles in 2007. Do you remember that game? And did you ever imagine in your wildest dreams that you could be playing for that team at some point down the road?
First of all, I do remember that game. Philadelphia Eagles wore the ugliest jerseys I ever seen, but they still managed to beat us pretty good. And it's kind of interesting. Me and Roger Bunkley, we played college together, and we actually stayed together at one time in college. And we always played video games together online and everything. And we always talked about playing together again. And it just so happened, a miracle, that we ended up on the same team again. And it's just a blessing to be on this team, especially with him, playing for Coach Andy Reid, and just being in Philadelphia is a blessing.
How tough was that 2008 season for you?
It was real tough. Not going through a win, not having a win is very difficult. I mean, you work every day in the off season, training camp, during the season. I know I play the game to win, and not to have a single win is very devastating.
How much does that weigh on you as a player after a while, that no matter what you do, the same result always happens?
It feel like there's no hope. It feel like you're working hard for nothing. I mean, that's pretty much what it felt like.
The day you were traded, take me through your routine that day, and what was it like to finally realize that you were going to have a new beginning here in Philadelphia?
I really had mixed emotions. I didn't know what to think, believe. Part of me was very, very excited, but the other part of me didn't want to leave my old teammates, and leave what I started in there in Detroit. And but I think at the end of the day, it was a great move for me, and I think in the end it's gonna pay off.
You said that the joy is back in terms of playing football. What brought about the resurgence, and what's different about the way you approach the game now that you have that joy again?
I'm genuine about it now. I'm very passionate about it. The way I play football is very, very emotional. And like I said before, losing, it takes the fun away from it. It takes the happiness out of football. And I think just a new beginning here in Philadelphia, new teammates. I think it's going to bring a whole new light to my ball game.
How much fun is playing in this defense?
It's a lot of fun. You know, it's different aspects that I can take from my previous years in Detroit that I've learned with different defenses, different defense coordinators. I can all put it into this defense, and I really believe that this defense is really very talented. It's a ton of great athletes, and I'm just one piece of the puzzle, and I'm trying to do my job and have fun.
How emotional is this game going to be for you going back to Detroit?
It's going to be real emotional, in a good way though. You know, it's going to be a lot of energy. The way I see it, it's going to be a lot of trash talking, but in a good way though, because I mean that's the way I play. It's an emotional game. It's going to be good seeing my old teammates, seeing my old coaches. You know, guys that I sweat with, I bled with, had tears with. I mean, those are guys that I had some good 4 years with, and it's going to be good to see them and battle against them.
Do you have any pregame rituals that will be kind of weird because you'll be going to the visitors' locker room, the visiting sideline?
Well, it's going to be very awkward going into the visitors' locker room because I've walked in that stadium countless of times as the home team. But you know, going into that stadium, I know what Detroit does. Louis Delmans, before the game, we used to always circle him and watch him do a dance and, you know, cheer him on and everything. And you know, I just can't wait to see the emotion and the passion of the team.
What type of reaction do you think you'll get from the fans?
It's a good question. The last person that got traded, was a good player and that got traded to another team was Shawn Rogers, and they booed him. And you know, to me, Shawn Rogers is a hell of a player. And my guess is they're gonna boo me too. But you know, I think in the back of their hearts they really appreciate what I did for that organization. But I really think they're gonna boo me.
Will that motivate you that much more to showcase to them and to the front office that
it
was a mistake?
Definitely gonna motivate me more. I definitely can't wait. It's gonna be like I said, it's gonna be a great experience. Something that I can't wait for.